Well, I have to ask this question, which is about the emails, because I know one of the things that everybody's talked about this cycle with the Obama campaign is the way that the engagement efforts seem different from last cycle. Last cycle, you know, there was a lot of sort of more citizen engagement with their messages getting out there for Obama, and this cycle there's a lot of fundraising emails which have very cheeky subject headings, which people have commented on some. So I'm just wondering if you could talk a little bit about the role of engagement in the online campaign this cycle.
Well, obviously, I'll trade you. Obviously, our political situation is different. We're not in a primary this time, and it's been a sort of long building process, and we haven't had an election day yet. But last time we had 28 different election days by this point. And so the natural cadence of communications about what would have been important to someone in Ohio or Texas or Florida through the primary last time would have naturally made for a different kind of relationship. Here it's been more about sort of slowly building the infrastructure, which is obviously related to the field organization and offices popping up in battleground states, but also making sure our message is out there about the choice and what our opponent represents, but also what we're building. And so, as regards to the fundraising specifically, we've had a landscape change underneath us. I mean, I was very happy last time that we were able to see and prove that, a campaign built largely on grassroots donations can have the ability to succeed in this country in this day and age, and that's something that's very important to me personally, and I think to a lot of our donors. And this time it's it's sort of with the super PACs and the Citizens United and the sort of dark money C4s and C3s, that's sort of up in the air. That's a question. And so if we're going to get outspent, 2 to 1, 3 to 1, that's okay. We can probably figure out how to do that and win the campaign on the ground. But if we get outspent 5 to 1, 7 to 1, 12 to 1, with these forces arrayed against us, it's a challenging thing. And so we've tried to spend a lot of time educating our donors about, the ferocity and, dishonesty and, frankly, well-funded nature of our opponents. And so, there's definitely been more of a priority on fundraising, campaign to date this time. But it shows, and we just passed 3 million donors to the campaign in an amount of time that last time it took us, to get to 2 million. And so we're doing, more with, obviously a more challenging political environment and, very well-funded opponents. So people understand the urgency, and they've answered the call.